Diana is so happy that this is here so that people could see what goes on, and trusted the landlords that have access to this until until he told until he knocked on the door and told a 10-year-old that he's getting evicted. That's the girl whose grandma from Canyon Crest hit other children and was slamming her hand on the desk the second and third day of school. Then all of a sudden she showed up into my daughter's life and started breaking all the stuff at her house and crashing trucks and crashing the vehicle that my son used. The Tacoma. She crashed the truck that was my son's right before he was gonna have a baby. And then she acts like she's friends, but really she's not. It's not a good friend. Guess that's why he puts his name like that and acted like he's probably a child predator. Acted like he liked me. Or when he met me, I was really skinny, but then I must have got fat. Because when I met him, he said his name was Tani. Then after that, it said Fat Tani. And USA. These old Polynesian men act like they're going to get with a woman and then move in with them and their children, and then they start trying to check out children, check out teenagers. Sick. This is when he had already called the police, and that's a neighbor. And he snuck my son right when I took off my socks right here. It says when they came over here, my son was crying. I was like, "Why are you crying?" He's like, "It's the da 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 game." I said, "Yeah, but you can't go because you cry to go to you cry when it's about to be a game, and you cry after the game." So I'd pick him up after the games, and he'd be crying. And then they'd cry like these guys would force them to Alina and his girlfriend would force them to play wrestling and force them to play football. And then like one some nights, but one it's like Leona knows her children. They wouldn't cry to go to football games, then cry not to go, then cry after. This is 7 in the morning, okay? I think this is when his older brother, Sionelino, the one that said he's trying to get rid of his mom and then put hands on her, and then... No, wait, this isn't the day. Maybe that recording's not on here. There's a time when he walked out here with my younger son, and my younger son was trying to shut the gate. He walked out here and like pushed him to the side, shut it because he couldn't reach. And again, now it's while we're watching these, now it's getting later and later, and they're still not home from school. And their dad said, if you let them go to Highland High School, then I'll drop them right after school. That's the worst thing to say, drop or trap. He said, I'll bring them to you right after school. He lied. And he's like, and I'll make sure that your guys' rent is paid, since he doesn't ever pay child support. And then he lied. Or he just wants me to tell this story and wants me to get stressed and depressed, which I'm not gonna get, because it's done this to me for how many years now? started chasing, and he called the cops around like 4:40. Then they left with my children. Those two already freaking snuck and took them. I think that I showed you the other clip, and then she showed up way later. Then someone already came and deleted like some of the videos from this day. Oh no, this is because this is the front. But then there's the back doorbell. And then I'm sick and worried about my kids, and then he doesn't bring them home, and he doesn't even have custody because he does stuff like that. This is in October, and that's the Mike dude that told the 10-year-old that he's getting evicted. That's working with Chanel, to get rid of his mom. Hopefully he's not on the wrong side. But if you tell a 10-year-old that he's getting evicted, then you're on the wrong side. And there's a Michael Griffey that was one of Tuolino's friends that was with Markel Murray after her accident when she was like 14, after her brain was still ailing, and he was 18 or 19 and wouldn't have her have sex with him, sex offender, statutory rape. Then it moved on to Tua. Then they passed me on to Tua. Parents never said anything, and were never around, because the only time they're around is when they're trying to fight for some money. And then they then Suzette would let Tua just come over to Markel when she was 15 or 16. Then she got pregnant to a 21-year-old. That's rape too. Now that I have my own daughter that's 16, now Leanna sees that that's rape. That's disgusting. Ruined Markel Murray's life, and there's money missing from Markel Murray's account. And this day stays when her friend, the teacher, her grandma is the teacher that beats children on the first week of school. Then you go tell the Canyon Crest principal about it, and they say, what do you expect when there's 30 children when there's 30 kids in her class? And then she's just running game all over the daughter, all over Tililo, and the family, and messing up all their stuff. And then he shows up right after that. No one, she went downstairs when she came to the house. Leanna was in this restroom, the one that she flooded and broke. And this guy, Mike, the same name as the guy that was having sex with a 14-year-old, looks just like him too, like looks so similar to him. He went around and walked in the garage, just let himself in, because everyone knows the codes to this house. So she's gonna walk around and then walk into the house.